So by now the entire world knows that Prince Charles is now King Charles III. And there's a lot of speculation about exactly what's going to happen with this new king, and just exactly how wealthy is he or will he become. Now if you guys watched a previous video of mine, you would have seen that I've covered a little bit about that before in one of the facts videos. But in this video, we're going to take a closer look at some of the extravagant things that King Charles has in his possession. And honestly, fact number 2 is a long one, but if you stick through the entire thing, you'll find that there's some interesting history behind this piece of fact. And from what it is that I'm seeing on social media right now, it's probably the single most talked about thing that, well, everybody kind of is watching an eye for to see exactly what the king will do about this. Hey everyone, my name is Sean and welcome to another Facts On episode. In this video, we're going to take a look at 5 things that contribute to King Charles III's wealth. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Now the first and most obvious contributor to King Charles' wealth is his net worth. Since taking the crown, King Charles III is now in possession of the late Queen's assets. Now these things include such things like vast plots of land, massive real estate properties, a really expensive and rare art collection, and in royal fashion, several castles. Now Forbes estimates that the king's net worth will balloon to 500 million, and this comes by way of the queen leaving her son a massive inheritance. Now depending on where you look, those numbers might fluctuate a little bit, so we've seen the number as low as 430 million and as high as 500 million, but regardless, King Charles is still quite wealthy. And so now we're going to take a look at what we call the stolen jewel. So King Charles now has to deal with one massive clear-cut diamond, known as the Koh-i-Noor, and often said to be the world's most infamous cut of diamond, where the Koh-i-Noor is one of the largest clear-cut diamonds in the world. Now, the jewel was said to be taken by the British royal family during their colonial days, sparking a lot of controversy around it. Now get this diamond is said to be worth approximately $400 million. Now if you're paying attention to fact number 1, you would then recognize that this cut of diamond is worth nearly 80% of all of King Charles' wealth. Now when it came to where this jewel sat, it was fitted in Queen Mary's crown in 1911, and then finally the crown of Queen Elizabeth II in 1937, which was demonstrated at her coronation. Now beyond all the glamour and glitz of this spectacular diamond, there's a lot of superstition that actually surrounds it. For example, it's said to now only be worn by women, since it's believed that it's actually brought bad luck to a lot of the men that have worn or carried this jewel. Now since Queen Elizabeth II has passed, this diamond is now under the watchful eyes of King Charles III. And recently in social media, the gem has started to trend, where after the Queen's death, there's been a lot of countries that's been coming forward demanding that they want their diamond back. And a few of these countries include South Africa, Pakistan, and India. And I also found out that the Taliban in Afghanistan has also been claiming this jewel, where there's been some kind of underground "I want my diamond back" movement. Many sources now are actually claiming South Africa, with India also having a very strong argument in the game. So we'll just have to see what happens in the future in regards to this legendary diamond. So now that we're about the halfway point of this video, please go ahead and do us a favor, smash the subscribe button, and go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below and let us know what it is that you think about King Charles' wealth and some of the toys that it is that he's got. And feel free to hit the like button if you actually like what it is that we're doing on this channel, because in all honesty, it will really help with the algorithms and to get our videos distributed to more and more people who are looking for this kind of content. But with that being said, let's get back to these facts. At the number 3 spot, we've got Waitrose & Partners. Taking a keen interest in protecting the planet, King Charles invested in several ventures to protect the environment and to encourage organic farming. In his efforts, he went on to own Waitrose & Partners, the largest organic food brand in the UK. He also owns a nature retreat and craft center in Transylvania that also operates as a bed and breakfast. So the next time you're visiting the UK and you want some fancy royal B&B, make sure you go ahead and check out this spot. I've checked out the website and it actually looks pretty interesting. In the number 4 spot, we'll take a look at his massive real estate holdings. King Charles III is now owner of a massive $17.5 billion real estate portfolio, known as the Crown Estate. Properties in this portfolio include Ascot Racecourse, Regent Street, and 8 castles and palaces, such as, of course, the famous Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. And of course, behind that, we have a lot of great houses and castles that he owns as well, such as Holy Road House, Hillsborough Castle, Sandringham House, Balmoral Castle, Hillgrove House, Clarence House, and just about 52,000 hectares of land. Now, King Charles also holds the Crown Estate in Scotland, which is worth approximately $570 million. And this includes the Scottish seabed, rights to fishing wild salmon, and the ability to extract gold and silver from the land. All work and no play makes for a dull day. And in King Charles' case, with him dealing with all what it is that he's dealing with, I'm sure being royalty, he's got some toys and some collections that it is that's worth a pretty penny. So let's take a look at fact number 5. Now, King Charles is now owner of the Royal Philatelic Collection. Now, what exactly is that? Now, it's said to be the largest and most comprehensive collection of British and Commonwealth stamps. Beyond his fancy stamp collection, Charles is owner of horses, jewelry, and wildly expensive artwork, many of which was inherited from his mother. And his art collection includes artwork from the popular artist Claude Monet and his famous painting Body of Rocks Cruise, which is said to be worth a whopping $17 million. Now, the king also has a collection of expensive chronograph watches, and he also inherited his mother's Rolls-Royce Phantom 6, given to her in 1977, and also a Bentley State Limousine and an entire fleet of classic and modern luxury vehicles. Now, with all the money that the king just came into, I'm sure he'll pick up a few other toys at some point in the near future. And this video is a wrap. Don't forget to go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below and let me know what it is that you think about some of the king's toys, or maybe just his wealth in general. Well, make sure you also go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up and share this video. We appreciate all the love and we thank you so much for joining us in this video and really being with us on our YouTube journey. With that being said, we'll catch you guys in another episode of Facts On.